Hi guys, and yeah, you're looking at the test server. That's right, this is the North American World of Tanks 9.0 test server, and yes, you are looking at the Tiger 1 in HD. I know Jingles did a video on it earlier, and it is just so sexy. You can even see the inner barrel rifling right there, as you can see. The rivets, the bolts. Unfortunately, you can't really zoom in to look at any more of the details. But yet you can actually see some proper, true details now, which is just amazing. Of course, there's also my Tiger 2. It hasn't been HD upgraded yet, but and of course there's the new line splits. As you can see, we've got the Panzerkampfwagen 4 as of A, then the Panzerkampfwagen 4 as of D, and then the Panzerkampfwagen as of H. If we actually look at the research line, the research line looks like this now, as you can see. Yes, I do have the Stug Galil 3B. Unfortunately, there's glitches going on with the Stug Galil 3B, and the Panzer 4A, and a few others where the camouflage just doesn't look right. For example, let's go to tank destroyers. This is what the camouflage would look like on my regular Stug. Okay, and we'll just buy those quickly. Excuse me. And as you can see, now we look at the Stug as of B, and look, the textures are all wrong. They're just you can see that they did rush it a little bit, just a little bit, not by much. They did rush it a wee bit, and well, that's what you get for rushing, guys. They obviously wanted to get these knocked out. The new garage as well. Apparently this will be a permanent feature for both premium garage and stock garage. That's what they're saying on the Russian forums, and also on several mod websites. Dragonlabs.ru is one of them, among many others. Has there really been much of an interface change? Not really. If we look at the menu quickly, they've redesigned the graphics completely, as you can see. You can now pick your details in a slider bar comparison sort of thing now, which is, I honestly feel, much better. But they've also now added a field of view change. You can go from as low as 70 all the way up to 120. Of course, I'm set at 120 because I'm running true 1080p monitors, so I want to get the best I can out of them. But if you're running it on, say, a CRT monitor or something less, you might want to bump that down a little bit. What else? Actually, you know what? Let's go into full screen here. And as you can see, they've now also added a color filtering. Copying War Thunder much, methinks? And now all of a sudden it's like you can have your own color tones. So I've got mine turned off. But let's see, grass in sniper mode, enable track effects, max terrain quality, blah 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 blah. Yeah, I don't have everything maxed out, and I'm doing 120 frames a second on a single 660 GTX card. So that's kind of telling you something there. Of course, we've really got to fix the volume level, because I've noticed that when I was playing earlier, my volumes were a little bit low. And then we'll switch it back over to standard. Of course, your typical controls. Sensitivity. I mean, they finally added the reverse insertion, i.e. if you're driving backwards and you've got your turret facing the opposite way, right would be left, left would be right. Well, they've now done it so that left is left and right is right, because people used to get confused. They've now implemented that. They haven't implemented really much anything else here in the HUD, not even in sniper mode. What else? Disable battle chats, ran battle only. That's pretty much all they've got, guys. Of course, you you can choose to go into historical battles now. And they do have a third mission up now for the Americans. But truth be told, it is purely just one-sided. They got the Jackson, the Hellcat, Wolverine, the EZ-8, and the E2. The EZ-8 and the E2 gets the A2 gun. The Wolverine gets the A2 gun. The Hellcat and the Jackson gets their first 90mm guns with 160mm of pen, which won't even hurt a Tiger II in the front. You are going to have to aim for the sides and rear. So if that Tiger II is a smart player, all armor, aim forward. You can pen a Tiger 1 all day long. Panzer 4H and the Stug G you can pen all day long. Panther and Jag Panther you can pen all day long. So yeah, they've got an American mission in now, which is one thing that Jingles didn't have, because he was part of the test first opener. We've had a minor update, and this is what they added. They added an American campaign battle. So yeah, and unfortunately it's still in Cyrillic Russian. They haven't translated it over to English text English yet. And that's pretty much it, guys. Just a few bugs, just a few updates for you guys. You know what? Let's actually do a historical battle, shall we? Let's get into one. I'm gonna go to my Americans quickly. Where's my EZ-8? There's my EZ-8. The crew of my EZ-8 is sitting in my Super Pershing. Of course, you still can't send all to barracks. They add one thing and then muck it up, and they send in another thing. They've also removed nationality versus nationality, because apparently it was all broken. The matchmaker for it wasn't correct. It wasn't working properly, and so they've decided to fix that. In fact, let me go to my exteriors quickly. Emblem, I believe it's it. Yeah. Let's replace her with a snake. There we go. There we go. Let's get into a historical battle, shall we? Historical battle. Now, of course, you have to buy the historically amount of ammunition. You do get to keep your consumables, and you do get to keep your complex equipment, so RAM loaders, things like that. You actually get to keep, and your crew get to keep their skills. The only thing you don't get to keep is the gun that's used. For example, it might be the A1 gun I get here. I'll go a Tiger 1, a Tiger 2, and a Panther. Okay, this should be fun. And I believe I've got the A1 gun. Yes, I do. 76mm. 92mm of penetration, 110 damage. So it looks like I'm going to have to flank here. And again, I've got speed here on my side, so it should be fun. Let's load up some HE.
Time to roll out.
Of course, they've messed with the reload counter again. I remember when a Sherman EZ-8 used to reload in just a little bit over a second. Now they've bumped it to 3 seconds again. Yay! They still can't get that balance right, can they? And again, this is the A1 gun. The A2 gun does fire faster, so that might be the issue. I've got a Hellcat, 2 Hellcats, and an E2 coming with me. So we've got speed here. So let's keep it. Let's not get bogged down, shall we? They have a Panther, which is the only thing on their team that has a bit of speed in comparison. We are mobile, which means we're going to have to be mobile. So, yeah, let's see what happens, shall we? Bit of a lag spike there. I'm now doing 46 frames a second, but I am recording. So, but I do have the high resolution textures. Okay, there's 2 of them spotted. There's all 3 spotted. So, yep, we can just cross successfully. They've now also added a second bridge for our team, which is down in this area along the K line. Again, we've got speed. What I plan on doing is not sitting back. I actually plan on harassing them by confronting them. Ah, so you can get through that way now as well. So as you can see, guys, there's actually another way to get to there. It's not getting in the way of this Hellcat who's... Let's get rid of that terrain. Yeah, he's way out of my...
Critical hit.
There's that Tiger too. Ouch, that was a shot from the Tiger. Back up.
Critical hit. Critical hit.
Yep, so we're just whittling them down. See, Tiger 2's trying to get some shots on me now.
We didn't even scratch them. Critical hit.
Again, I'm firing HE into him to, there we go, he's just the only one left to switch back to regular rounds now. I'm not going to use premium, simply because it's just not my thing. Is he going to try and suicide?
Enemy armor is hit.
He apparently wants a piece of me.
We didn't penetrate their armor. Enemy armor is damaged.
Looks like it's a job well done.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
Switch over to HE.
Critical hit.
GG. And that's the Americans versus Germans, guys. If you know what you're doing, you know your tanks, and you know, you just if you've learned how and what and where, you can get away with it. And we've actually obtained a badge. Lesson in history: Battle of the Bulge, 1944. Win at least one battle on each of the belligerent sides of any vehicle. Nice. There we go, guys. Let's see. I spotted, in fact, both the Tiger and the Tiger 2. Track on him and track on him. And there you go, guys. Team score. Didn't do too bad. Did 344 damage overall. Still not bad. That E2 knew what he was doing. What else? And yeah, pretty much just a standard account. So, you know. And that's historical battles, guys. In a nutshell. You've got Germans versus Soviets here. Germans versus Soviets here. I actually think that Wargaming might come out with, say, special... And as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by a lack of hard drive space. That I believe that World of Tanks might be putting out tank packs. Kind of like missions, how they do it in War Thunder, where you can purchase a certain mission and it gives you a rare plane that you can use in other game formats and things like that. Well, I think that if they was to do that, I think you'd be able to get tanks like the Sherman Firefly, things of that nature. I think this would be a really great way of introducing that to the players. And that would be my wife really being my wife. And as always, guys, you know, here's the American campaigns, as you just saw. I was in my Easy 8. Wasn't too bad. I haven't tried the other two yet. So I might try those a little bit later when I live stream some test server footage later on today. So I look forward to seeing you there. And I would really much appreciate a thumbs up, a share, and a sub. And as always, guys, keep your shells flying, keep your enemies dying. Cobra Commander is out.